accomplishment at Thanksgiving and rebranding ceremony. NIDCO claims they have received the necessary documentation and permissions for town and country approval to proceed with airport terminal construction. Allegations of nepotism in TADCO prompt media release from the special purpose company, and the tourism secretary says most of the outstanding monies for heritage have been paid. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, April 17th, 2024. To top story this evening. Yesterday, the Roxboro Secondary School hosted its Thanksgiving and rebranding ceremony, celebrating the athletes who dominated the secondary school's track and field championships and unveiling their new branding. The principal of the school, Patterson Brooks, spoke proudly of the school and its achievements, while area representative and past student Assemblyman Watson Duke gave the students some words of encouragement. Ariana Scipio has the story.
Principal Patterson Brooks spoke proudly of the Roxboro Secondary School, providing the audience with a brief history of the school and some of the projects that are being implemented. He expressed gratitude to those who attended the event.
So today, I would like to thank you for coming to celebrate with us. Sir Tom and the 11 athletes who received award, Shezlon Gordon, Jafari Shaw, Nathaniel Lawrence, Nathaniel Eastman, Darius Moore, and the others.
Assemblyman Watson Duke said he was awestruck when he heard that the Roxboro Secondary School won the National Secondary Schools Track and Field Championships 2024.
I was happy when they made their mark in the history of our nation as some of the greatest athletes for 2024. And put your hands together for yourself.
Duke reminisced about his time attending the school, encouraging the students to strive for success.
I'm saying to Roxboro Secondary School students today, be proud of where you are getting your schooling. You have to stay focused. You have to see greatness in yourself, and you have to strive towards it.
He credited the school for making him who he is today, noting that the students of Roxboro Secondary School attend a school that teaches them core values. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Honoring Roxboro Secondary School at its Thanksgiving and rebranding launch was Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, who also shared what is in store for the school in the near future. And MP for Tobago West and Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Ayanna Webster Roy, also brought remarks. Here's more.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine said Roxboro Secondary School produced permanent secretaries, chief administrators, the Deputy Chief Secretary of the THA, and many more notable people. He announced that additional support would be provided to the school in sports.
And so in a few months' time, when the work at the auditorium in Roxboro Sec is completed, Roxboro Secondary School will actually have the island's very first indoor basketball, netball, and sporting facility. And that's a big achievement for Roxboro Sec and the people of Tobago East.
Augustine shared that the design work for the Roxboro Secondary School's new Arturus Brown Technical Vocational Wing was almost through. He thanked the school for their hard work towards developing Tobago and encouraged them to keep it up. Meanwhile, Minister Ayanna Webster Roy said Roxboro Secondary School always represented excellence. She assured that as Member of Parliament for Tobago East, the school has her full support.
Breaking barriers, breaking boundaries, breaking borders, and ensuring that the school Roxboro Composite, Roxboro Secondary now, and the Roxboro would forever live on in the tongues and the lips of Tobagonians and Trimbagonians as a place of excellence.
Members of the sports committee and PE teachers at the school received tokens of appreciation along with over 80 student athletes. Also in attendance were ACP Collis Hazel, Deputy Commissioner of Police Suzette Martin, and Assistant Secretary for the Division of Education, Research and Technology Orlando Kerr. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
To some other news now. Project managers at NIDCO claim they have received all the necessary documentation and permissions for town and country approval to proceed with constructing the new airport terminal at the A.N.R. Robinson International Airport. However, NIDCO noted that after not receiving feedback from certain local government agencies, including the THA, they assumed they got full consent and met the requirements outlined in the law. Here's more from Candice Jackson.
According to NIDCO, they have all the necessary approvals to satisfy the Town and Country Planning Division and proceed with constructing the new airport terminal for the A.N.R. Robinson International Airport. In a press release, Town and Country granted NIDCO permission to develop land for the new airport terminal subject to conditions. The Town and Country Division claimed they forwarded plans to the THA as required. NIDCO's compliance includes obtaining THA consent, evidenced by no rejection of plans, no outstanding information requests, and facilitation measures like road closure and hoarding permissions. It also stated that structural approval was granted by the Division of Infrastructure Quarries and the Environment, DIQUE. From their standpoint, water and sewage met WASA's standards, while fire safety and occupational health requirements were also met. The project meets regulatory criteria and has the necessary approvals. However, multiple clarifications sourced from members of the Executive Council of the THA state that it appears no attempts to file injunctions against a project are being seen as consent. The Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, confirmed the Department of Public Health did receive the package about the airport terminal construction, but they requested further information from NIDCO. To date, they have had no response. This was also confirmed in a Freedom of Information request filed by a private citizen. That request noted building approvals were not granted by WASA, OSHA, and the Division of Infrastructure Quarries and Urban Development. Meanwhile, Tobago Updates obtained information that somewhat contradicts NIDCO's statement. A letter to NIDCO dated February 18, 2022 from DIQUE confirmed the request for further information on the project regarding the scope of work and statutory approvals. In response to the request, NIDCO informed the division that such a request must only be facilitated through the Ministry of Finance. NIDCO stated they forwarded the request to the ministry, but the division claims they have had no further communication since then. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Still to come, alleged nepotism at TADCO, and later Tourism Secretary talks about plans for October Carnival 2024. Stay with us.
Life is good with Zero. Zero interest for 6 months. Zero down payments. Zero stress payment plan. That's right. With Standards My Terms, we are putting the power of zero in your hands. Now, you can get that new sectional, fridge, stove, or TV for zero down. Pay zero interest later and enjoy a zero stress payment plan plus quick approval within 48 hours. Standards. Never beaten on quality and prices.
On Saturday, April 27th, the atmosphere in Black Rock, Tobago will be filled with the sweet sound of jazz as Black Two Sugars and Starfish Tobago present Beachfront Jazz from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. A premium drinks inclusive event featuring Ace Bajan saxophonist Arturo Tappan and band, Trinidad Top Jazz Ensemble, Alan Parlay with Vaughn and Bigfoot, Tobago songstress Kai DeVere, and just added veteran jazz guitarist Michael Boothman, pianist Hannah Goodrich, and new sensation Rose. Backed by the Beachfront Jazz Project, led by Emmy Fortune. Beachfront Jazz, all part of the Tobago Jazz and Music Weekend. Get your tickets now at Cache Port of Spain, Trent City, Eastgate, Gulf City Malls in Trinidad, Lowlands Mall in Tobago, and GenCare Day Spa, Woodbrook and Tobago. Or call 681-1516 or 627-4141. Brought to you by B-Mobile, our telecommunications partner, RBC Royal Bank, Angostura Premium Rums, Hennessy, Johnny Walker Scotch, and the Prime Minister Sports and Culture Fund. Beachfront Jazz, April 27th, Black Rock, Tobago.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meal Meats served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Scrub Ties brings to you our organic fat dissolving shots. Yes, guys, our lemon butter shot breaks down stubborn fat, tightens any loose skin while increasing your metabolism. No side effects, no downtime. We also offer cavitation, cellulite treatment, butt, breast, hip dip fillers, weight loss, fertility IVs, and much more. Contact us on 495-6624 or follow us on Instagram at Scrub Ties Body Contouring.
Welcome back. Allegations of nepotism and questionable procurement practices are plaguing the Tobago Agribusiness Development Company, TADCO. A press release issued by TADCO prompted a swift response from THA Minority Leader Kelvin Morris, who called for accountability from the chairman of the company and the Secretary of Food Production, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development. More in this report by Teresa Phillips.
Amidst mounting allegations of nepotism and questionable procurement practices, the Tobago Agribusiness Development Company, TADCO, is embroiled in controversy. A press release issued by TADCO earlier today attempted to address these accusations, but has only added fuel to the fire. In the release, TADCO sought to clarify that the services of an HR consultant, allegedly hired under questionable circumstances, were procured by a previous administrative management team in 2021. The company vehemently denies any involvement by the current management team in this procurement process. Furthermore, TADCO asserts that it remains dedicated to its mission of ensuring food security for the community. However, THA Minority Leader Kelvin Morris responded swiftly to TADCO's media release, criticizing the quality and structure of TADCO's communication. He pointed out that the release lacked proper formatting and failed to include a date, further implying disorganization within the company. Moreover, he alleged that the chairman's mother-in-law was retained for HR-related training, raising concerns about nepotism. Ricardo Alfred is TADCO's current chairman. The minority leader presented evidence indicating that the decision to engage the chairman's relative occurred well into the tenure of the current board, contradicting TADCO's claim of non-involvement. He highlighted the disconnect between the current board and the decisions of its predecessor, citing examples such as the construction of agro-processing and packaging facilities. In response to these allegations, the minority leader vowed to pursue an investigation by relevant authorities into possible conflicts of interest. He also intends to report the Secretary of Food Security, Natisha Charles-Pantin, to the Privileges Committee of the Assembly Legislature for allegedly misleading the members of the House. Trevicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
Secretary for the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Councillor Tasha Burris, addressed the long-standing issue of outstanding Tobago Heritage Festival 2023 payments at today's Post-Executive Council media briefing. There has been much controversy surrounding the outstanding payments to suppliers for last year's festival. Councillor Burris explained that some discrepancies were identified in the process of making those payments.
And therefore the initial deadline could not have been met, and the payments had to be looked at, and those invoices had to undergo a process of verification.
However, she said that payments have been made to most suppliers.
Is that most of the suppliers have been paid. In fact, I can say 95% of the suppliers have been paid. We only have one group outstanding, and they are only outstanding because they had to provide a document that was only submitted to the division. I think it was last week in my absence.
Burris stated that once this is done, the final group will be paid off, and by that time, all of the payments for the Tobago Heritage Festival 2023 should have been taken care of. WASA officials have signed an agreement with Lake Asphalt to address road damage caused by repair works. Chairman Ravindra Nanga assured that relief for citizens is coming soon, acknowledging that over 9,000 leaks are in need of restoration nationwide. 15% of those leaks are said to exist in Tobago. The agreement aims to provide better access to materials for road repairs, with bulk asphalt purchases planned for the first time. Nanga highlighted the challenge of material shortage and accessing materials exists, partly due to a prioritization order by the Ministry of Works. He also admitted that WASA has a bad reputation for poor road restoration, emphasizing the need for proper compacting of material on roads and better leak repair procedures to prevent reoccurrence. You're watching the Tobago Updates television news. Again, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Live more.
Deltec Distributors, best deal. 3 pounds pork, goat, chicken, turkey, beef, 5 meats, 3 pounds each, $300, best deal. Or you could try 5 pounds pork, goat, chicken, turkey, beef, 5 meats, 5 pounds each, $500, best deal. $20 delivery. Call winner 359-5040 or 237-0102. Order online at www.deltecdistributors.com or check winner Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. Deltec Distributors, best deal.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Tipsy presents Sip and Paint, an expression of a mother's love. Join us at the Tropicist Beach Hotel, Sunday, May 12th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Guests are entitled to finger foods and wine. Full package painter tickets only $600. And if you just want to hang out, we've got you. Limers pay $450. You'll be entertained by a special sensational reggae artist, a live band, and come witness a bonfire. We've got loads of giveaways. We're catering to mom all evening. Sunday, May 12th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tropicist Beach Hotel. Come, sip and paint with Tipsy.
Welcome back. Now to this. Often abuse cases are not known until they result in fatalities or attempted murders. This occurs despite messages from both the government and non-governmental organizations about domestic abuse. However, some experts believe that being blinded by desires of love within a judgmental society fuels situations for domestic abuse to continue. For more details, check out this report from Candice Jackson.
Women were not meant to be intimidated, humiliated, or assassinated.
This according to community activist Pastor Clive Dutton. However, cases of domestic abuse involving women continue to rise. But why? Founder of Women of Substance, Onika Mars, explains that women often remain in such situations because of an innate desire for love and belonging.
The reality is that love shouldn't hurt. Yeah? So, because we are in love, we overlook signs that we are supposed to keep our eyes wide open to. And because we are in love, we tend to believe, well, okay, this person wouldn't do X or this person wouldn't do Y.
Mars also pointed out that women in those situations blame themselves for certain actions perpetrated by their partners, actions that should otherwise be red flags.
Let us say they would have yelled at us in the presence of friends or, in a public space. We may think, okay, we may have done something to upset them, so let me overlook that. So when they apologize and, they say to us, if you didn't behave in that manner, I would not have reacted.
Mars noted that this is often encouraged by the judgmental aspect of society in Trinidad and Tobago. When women confide in people, they are judged and blamed for the man's actions. Pastor Dutton also agrees with this assessment.
Sometimes, we don't come across. I hear a lot of people talking in the society, and it boils down to making an excuse for the offender.
Pastor Dutton expressed frustration that such attitudes also exist within the church, which is supposed to be an institution in society that allows people to find refuge.
What happens in the church sometimes, because we believe in God and study the Bible, we feel we are experts in everything. We are not experts in everything. Let us get that straight. And we mustn't confuse faith in God with being experts in everything.
Pastor Dutton called on churches to form support groups within their congregation to handle such cases, along with engaging experts to administer the best help possible to transition individuals from domestic abuse situations to places where they are safe and supported. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Well, during today's post-executive council media briefing, Secretary for the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tasha Boris, shared some details concerning the upcoming Tobago October Carnival. Boris said that planning for this year's event began in January. All postmortems from last year's event have been completed and the stakeholders have been called to the table again to contribute.
Find this year is that a lot of the work will be more private sector driven rather than being driven from the division or from the Festivals Commission wholly and solely.
She shared that they have a central planning team that has been taking recommendations from stakeholders and a wider cross-section of the public concerning improvements that can be made to this year's festival.
And that will inform the conceptual plan that will be decided upon by the end of this month. Once that plan is confirmed and agreed to by all of the stakeholders, the work of the planning team has ended, and then the work of the implementation team will start.
Boris said the plan will include all of the structures and the systems that will be put in place to ensure that this year's celebration is seamless. Moreover, she was questioned by the media about the budget for this year's event.
The idea is that every year the budget is going to decrease because we're going to get more and more private sector investment and sponsorship coming in. So I'm not at a place right now that I can give you an idea what that budget would look like.
However, she said that they have already started the conversation with their private sector partners who have expressed an interest in joining the Tobago Carnival. When they have quantified what their support will look like, the THA will then have an idea of what to put out. The weather report is up next. Stay with us.
I don't know what you've been told, but time is running out, no need to take it slow. I'm stepping to you toe to toe. I should be scared, honey, maybe so, but I ain't worried about it right now.
can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
She ride the wave, come jump in the range, and jump funny that she want your money mean. Don't need your love that I cost me fi pay. Like King Solomon, a bag a girl to me name. Every girl broke out, Lord, broke out. Me say hot girl, understand your time fi step out. Big bumper girl, your time fi get scrub out. Hand on your knee, treat a girl and your body. And every girl I get wild out tonight. Party in my out tonight. If she suck me a fine out tonight. I you know Roger wild out tonight. Out the blue light, fi a try out the back.
Hey, how are you going? Uncle Errol here. Listen to me. I'm so happy to announce that on the 25th, 26th, and 27th of April, Karaoke Guile will be in Tobago. I'm looking forward to it so much. There's a grand prize of $10,000. So you can take part. Registration is easy. You call 371-7355. That number again, 371-7355 and register. It costs $100. Now the prelims are at Big Dog. That's on the 25th and on the 26th. And the grand final is at Village Vibes Bar in Mason Hall. Now the admission for Village Vibes Bar final is $150. However, if you have your Guile t-shirt, which costs $100, you can walk in free of charge. Call the same number to buy your t-shirt, to order a t-shirt. Which is again, because we are so excited about being in Tobago for Karaoke Guile.
The weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, conditions are expected to be generally fair, warm and hazy, with temperatures dropping to 27 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, anticipate mainly hot and hazy weather, punctuated by occasional breezy moments and isolated showers. Wind gusts may occur, particularly near showers. The atmosphere will contain a moderate concentration of Saharan dust, and again, sensitive individuals are advised to take precautions. Temperatures are expected to climb to 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 37 degrees. Seas will be moderately rough, with wave heights reaching up to 2.2 meters in open waters and around 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:49 with sunset following at 6:14. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Let's recap the headlines before we go. Roxboro Secondary School celebrates major accomplishments at Thanksgiving and rebranding ceremony. NIDCO claims they have received the necessary documentation and permissions for town and country approval to proceed with airport terminal construction. Allegations of nepotism at TADCO prompt media release from the Special Purpose Company, and the Tourism Secretary says most of the outstanding monies for heritage have been paid. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.